welcome to the Deep Dive. So today we're looking at something maybe a bit unexpected. It's a beginner's language guide, just detailing a simple daily routine. Sounds incredibly basic, right? Almost mundane. But what if, hidden inside all that everyday stuff, what if there are blueprints? Like for productivity, well-being, even living intentionally. That's kind of our mission today. Mm-hmm. Find those secrets hidden in plain sight.
Exactly. I mean, the original source, it was designed for language learners, vocabulary, sentence structure, that kind of thing. But for us, we want to, really unpack it, look for those deeper patterns, the insights about, productivity, feeling good, living with purpose. It's amazing how much you can learn from just watching the mundane when you look really closely. Lessons for structuring your own day.
Okay, so let's dive in. The day starts early, 6:30 a.m. sharp. The guide says they feel a little sleepy first. Totally relatable. But then, bam, there's this sequence. Alarm off, stretch arms and legs, sit for a minute, deep breath. Then it's straight to the bathroom. Wash face, brush teeth, shower, and there's this detail. The cold water helps me feel fresh and awake. Uses shampoo, soap, and comes out feeling clean and ready for the day, puts on comfortable clothes. That comfort thing seems small, but maybe it's significant. Starting the day easy.
Oh, absolutely. That detail, comfortable clothes, I think that's pretty telling. What really jumps out right from those first few minutes is the consistency. It's almost like a ritual. This isn't just waking up your body. It's like deliberate state shifting through action. The cold water, that's not just refreshing. It's a real physiological wake-up call. The stretching, too, signals time to be alert. These aren't just random habits, They're like tiny wins, pre-programmed, building momentum. And breakfast, the source calls it an important meal. It's more than just calories, right? It's a signal. Kicks off metabolism, energy systems. Basically sets the start button for the day, mentally and physically. That regular timing helps with everything, mood, focus. It anchors your circadian rhythm.
State shifting, anchoring. I like that framing. Pre-programmed wins. Makes sense. So, okay, breakfast gives them that start. Then comes the transition. Moving from home stuff to work stuff. After eating, it's right into practical steps. Clean the dishes. Then preparing for work. Could be setting up at home, checking the to-do list. Or if going to the office, packing a bag. And it lists the items. Laptop, charger, notebook, pen, water bottle. Specifics. And departure time is precise, too, around 8 a.m.
Yeah, and if you step back, look at the bigger picture there.
Yeah.
That whole section really emphasizes conscious preparation.
Yeah.
And it treats the commute as like an opportunity, not just wasted time. That 8 a.m. departure.
Yeah.
Anyone who's ever rushed out the door stressed. That feeling of quiet victory when you're actually prepared like that? And the detail about listening to music or a podcast to improve my English on the way. That's perfect. It shows this dedication to continuous learning. Using that travel time, it's a micro habit for growth. And noticing the city waking up, that's a little moment of mindfulness, isn't it? A pause before the workday chaos.
Yeah, integrating learning into the commute is smart. Okay, so they get to work. The intentionality we've seen continues, right? It seems to really solidify once they're at the desk. What's the strategy here?
Well, it really makes you think, doesn't it? How does that deliberate structure actually boost productivity? The sequence they follow, greeting people, computer on, emails, making a task list, it's like a blueprint, really, for managing information, managing tasks.
Yeah.
You can almost call it pre-computation and bashing. Doing similar things together reduces decision fatigue later. And notice this self-control piece. Trying to stay focused, keeping the phone on silent. That's core attention management right there. Creating an environment to protect focus. Blocking interruptions to get into, deeper work.
Okay, structure, task list, batching. It all sounds very efficient for getting things done. But I wonder, and maybe some listeners feel this too, could it get a bit, rigid? Maybe even stifle creativity or being adaptable? Is there a downside?
That's a really good question. And yeah, it's definitely a balance. Structure provides the container, but the key here isn't rigid adherence. It's the intentionality inside the structure. Look closer, even with that task list, there's a planned break. Around 11 a.m. water, a small snack like fruit or nuts. That's not just random downtime, it's strategic. It's like an ultradian rhythm reset. Our brains naturally need short breaks to keep concentration high, often before we even feel tired. This is about working with your energy cycles, not just putting through.
Okay. Ultradian rhythms. So the breaks are built in, purposeful resets. That makes more sense. And the day keeps going with another deliberate shift. Recharging at lunch, 1 p.m., simple meal, rice and vegetables, or sandwich and juice. But what's interesting are the two options given, either eating with friends in the break room, chatting about funny things, family or movies, or if at home, maybe watching a short video or listen to relaxing music. Quieter. And after eating, always a short walk or stretch.
Exactly. Looking at that lunch break, it perfectly shows deliberate rejuvenation strategies. The contrast is key, right? Social connection with friends versus maybe solitary relaxation. Both serve that same core purpose, mental, emotional recovery. Depends on what you need that day. And the walk or stretch afterwards, crucial for keeping alert, fighting off that afternoon slump we all know. Then in the afternoon, notice the shift again. To creative work or write reports, that seems strategic too. Maybe tackling different kinds of tasks when energy levels might naturally change. They even have a coping plan for tiredness. Drink water or make green tea, little pick-me-ups. And the end of the workday. Checking completed tasks by 4 p.m., writing down what's left for tomorrow, leaving around 5:30. It's all about purposeful closure, setting up the next day.
All right, closing loops. So the workday ends, they head home, feeling happy but tired. First things first, shoes off, wash hands, relax on the sofa for a bit, decompressing. Evening activities sound nice, talking with family, reading, maybe watching an English video. Continuing that learning theme, dinner prep starts around 7 p.m., cut vegetables, boil water, set the table. Team effort maybe. And then the meal itself sounds like a highlight. They laugh, share stories, and enjoy the food. The source even says dinner is my favorite time because it brings the family close. Big shift from solo work focus to connection.
Well, definitely. What really stands out there is that deliberate unwinding and the strong re-emphasis on connection. After all that focus work, there's a conscious gear shift. Relaxation, yes, but also prioritizing family time. It's like emotional recharging. Super important. Then, right at the end of the day, another consistent ritual. Cleaning up, night clothes, quick phone check. And this is key. Writing in my diary about how my day was. Feeling thankful for the little things.
Yeah.
That journaling, it's a really powerful reflective practice. Helps solidify learning, cultivate gratitude. And just before sleep, there's mental preparation. Thinking about tomorrow, making small plans in my mind, reminding yourself to stay positive. All these little actions, they create this sense of closure, and gratitude and readiness for what's next. It's a cycle.
Wow. So when you lay it all out like that, this simple day, it really shows how much these intentional routines, these micro habits impact everything. Well-being, productivity, it's much more than just a schedule, isn't it? It feels like a blueprint for a balanced life.
That's exactly right. I mean, this deep dive really shows that consistent daily actions, however small they seem, they build this incredibly strong foundation. For being productive, yes, but also for feeling fulfilled. We've seen some pretty sophisticated ideas in action here. State shifting, anchoring circadian rhythms early on, then attention management, free computation, those ultradian resets during the workday, followed by deliberate rejuvenation, emotional recharging in the evening, and finally, those powerful reflective practices and mental prep before bed. It really drives home that point from the source. Learning English is like walking every day. You don't need to run, just move forward step by step. That kind of daily dedication, whether it's language learning or just structuring your life thoughtfully, that's what gets results in the long run.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the power of the everyday. It really does show that you can find extraordinary insights in the most ordinary places if you just take the deep dive.
Yeah. And maybe something for you, the listener, to think about as you go about your day. What if you consciously design just one small, repeatable, positive action into your own routine? Something inspired by this structure we talked about. How might that one small change start to subtly reshape your whole week? Something to ponder.